The Magic the Gathering 30th anniversary reserve list cards have hit the secondary market, but that's not all. We're going to be talking about the poll from last week. We're also going to be watching, I think, like 9 or 10 more pack openings of 30th anniversary edition that we haven't watched yet. You're not going to want to miss this one. The video starts right now. Highest level of gratitude to our patrons who power the channel through Patreon. Check out the Patreon link in the description to learn about monthly giveaways, VIP Discord access, and even our official playmat. Hello and welcome to the day. Thank you for spending your time with us. I am legendary martial arts actress Catherine Zeta-Jones, and welcome to another episode of Jake and Joel Are Magic. Today we are going to be talking about secondary market prices of some of these new 30th anniversary cards that are popping up that you're going to start seeing on eBay and other sites. We're going to be talking about the poll from last week. We're going to check in with that briefly. A lot of people liked that first video, and so we decided to make a second part. This video will not have a reaction to 30th anniversary edition. Celebrate and collect Magic history. That reaction was in the previous video, so if you did miss that video, definitely go check it out. I'll put it in the cards right now. If you do like these videos, click like and subscribe. That's a great way to support the channel. You can head on over to Patreon if you want to get involved on a deeper level. I'm sure all of you right now are wondering, you know, what in the shit is going on with this Mox Pearl that's pulled up here. I'm going to go ahead and do a search right now so that you can see. I have not seen any other Mox pop up. We got the Pearl here, and that is pretty much it. I think that this, first of all, I don't trust this at all. I know that Kid Icarus is a renowned seller, but I think that this has like tester, feeler, market maker kind of vibes all over it. This could be being bid up, not financial advice. Nothing on this channel is financial advice, but just in my opinion, we are in the pre-market kind of like hype wave of this. This is like someone who's testing the waters. You could not get me to touch this product with a 10-foot pole. As far as like pre-sales go with anything like this, we don't know how much of this was going to be printed. They say it's limited, but it could be the kind of thing where there's just like a massive amount and it's like, yeah, it was limited, whatever. We do know these packs are going to be $250 a piece. If you don't know, very controversial product. This is reprinting of reserve list cards. We'll go ahead and click on this just so that you can see, you know, front and back of the card. This is the card back of these. So it's a brand new product that comes out November 28th. $1,000 for 4 packs, ends up being 60 cards that are non-tournament legal. Yeah, I wouldn't touch anything like this. I think that this is absolutely hype. This is the kind of thing where I'm just like, I feel like it's bullshit. It does make me think that if you pull power in one of these packs, it's probably going to be at least a break even, maybe a 2x on the pack. I'm just speculating, thinking out loud. You know, the dual lands, which are going to appear twice as much, I think a lot of those are just going to be readily available. A lot of them, you know, I can't see their price eclipsing actual dual land prices. I think sellers of this product are going to be expecting to get $200 to $300 for a dual land when they pull one. And I just don't see it happening. And the reason is because players that are saving up that much money, they're just going to save a little bit more. Or as we saw in the previous video with Scrubland, it was cheaper just to buy Scrubland. And it's going to be like that for the non-blue duels. You know, like Scrubland, Taiga, Plateau, like those are all lower end duels that people care less about. The risk on this product is out the roof. I know I talked about that before, but I hate the risk on this. You're spending $250 for a pack. You know that most likely you're going to get hosed. I do want to go ahead and talk about this though before I forget about it. I figured I would alert everybody and let you know. $500 for the 30th anniversary edition Wheel of Fortune. You can see the 30th edition there. Just so you know, if anybody wants to pay me $500 for my revised Wheel of Fortune, I will take it in a heartbeat. You can buy my real one for $500. Or, you know, if you want to save some money, I guess you could just buy this one for $200 or this one for $210. Here's a gem mint one. It's worth just a little bit more than the Pack Fresh proxy that we were just looking at. So if anybody wants to go run over there, I mean, don't all try to go at once. I do want to talk a little bit more about this authentically though. As far as this goes, this 30th anniversary Wheel of Fortune that's just insanely overpriced. This is someone who's trying to flip into FOMO. And that's always a good thing to do. If you get something early, like for example, if you go to a pre-release, you pull a card that's worth $100, it is always best to just flip that card into FOMO. Trade it away, sell it, whatever. Because most likely once the set comes out and that scarcity is satiated and people start opening the product, you're going to see massive adjustments to card prices. Please, if you are on the fence and you were thinking about ordering 30th anniversary edition, or you see something like this pop up and you're like, oh my gosh, that's like the only one I see, just please don't buy it. The product isn't even out yet. We don't know anything about what these card prices are going to do. There's one thing that I know is that when a lot of product comes to market, you see big adjustments in price. And we're about to talk about the poll that talks about the community's sentiment in a big way. Last week it had 8,000 votes. This week it has 20,000, but we're going to briefly talk about that, and then we're going to get into these pack openings that I'm sure everybody's super excited. We have a lot more fun patron submissions of gifts that we're going to risk, items that are worth $250. So I did talk a little bit about this poll a moment ago, and this was the poll from last week. In the video last week, the poll had 8,000 votes, and it hasn't changed. 98% of people still are not buying it. 1% are buying it as soon as they can, and 1% are buying it in secret because they just don't want to deal with, I guess, the community backlash. There's a massive amount of good comments in here if you ever want to go back and check this out. And it's really funny. We did a poll a little while back before that where we were like, eliminate one of these products, the rest stay. 90% said 30th anniversary edition over stuff like Double Masters VIP, Dominaria United Collectors, which, you know, had the Legends cards, which was kind of a curveball, and Secret Lair Ultimate Edition, which was honestly the worst Secret Lair that ever existed. It was overpriced because of the price of the fetch lands. It came in a big over-the-top package, and it was the ultimate Secret Lair, and it actually had nothing secret about it. Where most Secret Lairs come with a secret card, something special, that one came with nothing. It came with a big over-the-top package. 98% said I'm not buying it out of 20,000 votes. So if we say 2%, that comes out to 400 people that are going to be spending $1,000 at least. Say they're buying a display. That comes out to $400,000. So we would expect that some of these whales are probably going to be buying multiples of this product. This is a smaller YouTube channel, so you have to take into account that 20,000 votes. We can probably guess that, you know, if we scale that out to 100,000, it's probably going to still be 98% of people that aren't interested. But what we've learned from this is that this product is not for 98% of people. This is for people that honestly want to throw money into the fire. Anyway, I shouldn't have said that. I have seen some bigger channels that are just like kind of uninformed, just like pumping this product. They don't really realize, it just seems like they haven't put in the due diligence to kind of like understand the product. They're like reviewing it and they're like, I'm so excited to get packs and crack them. And I'm sure that it's going to be exciting for some folks, and I'm not shitting on their experience or anything like that. It's just a slippery slope, and I feel like this product is a big negative in a lot of ways outside of just like, oh, it's overpriced. It's shaken consumer confidence. 98% of people can't afford it, or they don't want it because it's so absurdly priced. And then the whales, I just don't think there's going to be a massive appeal there either, because whales are going to want actual power. They're going to want sealed product to just like put away for a long time. Maybe they're going to buy a bunch of boxes of this and just stack them up and be like, well, maybe that does something, maybe that doesn't. Maybe that's what Wizards of the Coast is banking on. Yeah, for me, the risk is super high, and that's because of the price. Now, I know some people may not like this, but there is a reality where they could have printed this at $100 a box, keep the packs random, and then people can actually draft beta. And you can go to your local game store. They price it super cheap. Maybe you make it like 90 a box or something like that. That way people can just crack this open, and the proxies are so cheap out the gate, people kind of associate it as being a cheap product that's just a way to experience the early stages of the game. But I know that that opinion is probably going to be met with some backlash as well, because there's people that are like, they were not supposed to reprint the reserve list in any capacity, which is what they did, which is why the consumer confidence is shaken. But don't worry, you're not going to FOMO out, because I am going to be your FOMO coach. So make sure that you're subscribed, because we're going to be here all along the way, looking at the cards on the secondary market, watching what happens with this product, watching the reception of it, seeing, hopefully the massive corrections that come with any set of Magic the Gathering cards. And I know it being $1,000 product, maybe that's not going to happen so much. Maybe there's not going to be a ton of it on the market. Shout out to Cracking Packs MTG. This is a channel that typically gets product early. I'm going to guess that it's probably a premium store or something like that. So TV Andy, our patron, what we're going to do here is we are going to risk. I asked patrons, I said, what is your favorite like holiday gift? What is something that you want? What would you buy for someone else or yourself that's $250? And we are going to risk that item that is guaranteed to be good, that is guaranteed to be what it is, versus the price of the pack. So TV Andy says, for me, you can get a really solid new computer processor for $250. All right, we got the Ryzen 7. It processes, but we have to establish in some way a break even. So we looked at that Mox Pearl earlier, that graded one that was north of $800. Let's say our break even on one of these packs is one of the Power 9. If we get a Power 9, that's going to be a break even for our pack minimum. We don't know what these prices are going to do. Maybe Power 9 go to like 500 a card. Once you get a card that starts to be that expensive, you have people that are going to want to save for the real thing. And then there's also the looming possibility that Wizards of the Coast does this again. I don't know how more plainly we can say it. Is it going to happen with, you know, Mox Diamond and Lion's Eye Diamond and Gaia's Cradle and all of these cards, these reserve list cards? Are they all going to get a different back for the card and be reprinted in the future? Yeah, probably so. Especially since the precedent has been set. All right, so reminder here, we are going for the processor or the pack.
So let's get started here. We got 5 people in my Facebook group. They decided to go in and grab a pack apiece. And I'm wearing the blue gloves since we are opening like
Oh god, I love that he has the gloves.
Power 9, reserve list, dual lands, etc.
No, it is not reserve list. They're commemorative game pieces. They are reserve list reprints, but they came out in 2022. They could come out in 2023 and 2024.
But here we go. Pack number 1 will be for George. Let's not drag this out, sugarcoat it, whatever you want to call it. Magic the Gathering 30th Anniversary Edition. These are very expensive.
Good luck, George.
Each pack of this retail, when they finally are released, will be $250 per pack plus tax, or $1,000 for four pack boosters. Is that how it's going to work? And these to me are like a combination of like an old World Championship deck and I don't know how else to compare it, but it's like the old gold border World Champion stuff. Like even the Gaia's Cradle still has a lot of value, but
I mean, it does, but what do you think is going to happen when they reprint it again and again and again? When this happens to Mox Diamond and Lion's Eye Diamond and Gaia's Cradle and all of the reserve list cards that matter, it's not going to have a lot of value. That's the spoiler alert.
No, I'm just conflicted. I'm wearing gloves. I never wear gloves. Howl from Beyond. Let's get started. Next card up is a Power Leak. Holy Armor.
Remember, our break even is going to be Power 9.
Grizzly Bears. And if you haven't already, please follow. Like the video. Leave me a comment. Whole 9 yards. Even if you don't like this set. I don't know if anybody likes this set or what it stands for.
Why are you opening the product if you don't really know much about the product?
But we're trying.
It's like the product that has Black Lotus and Power 9 reprinted.
Trying to figure it out.
Why do you have it super duper early?
Ooh, they left a pentagram in. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, George, you got a Berserk. That's not too shabby. Iron Star. Wall of Air, gorgeous artwork on that one. That's a dual land. Badlands for George.
Let's get a price check on an actual Badlands really quick here. Remember the pack price, that I'm not counting that as a break even. All right, so an actual Badlands straight up. If you want the one from Revised, I'm looking at $270. I'm looking at $300. For $50 more, you get the real thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's going to pick this over an actual Revised copy.
Mountain.
So, yeah, we're going to go with the processor on that one.
Island. A balance. Okay.
Yeah, nothing.
And a treasure token. So not
And a
too
treasure
bad,
token. All right, let's go back over here. Juniper says, mine's a whole $1,000 box of them. Can I use that? I could use that on a very good gaming PC. Okay, so Juniper, that's going to kind of be like a side quest going on in the background. Are we going to hit $1,000 worth of value in 4 of these packs? Or would it have been best to go with the gaming PC? I mean, based on that first pack, probably the gaming PC. All right, now this we have from Cryptic. It is a perfect grade Unleashed RX-78 2 model kit. So this is like an expensive model kit here, and it is of a Gundam. If anybody ever saw that show back on Toonami, Gundam Wing. All right, so let's see if we need to go with the Gundam model kit or if we need to open this next pack. Let's get it going.
Honestly, I don't know how to value these cards, but you did get a dual land, which is the Badlands. And you got a Berserk and a Balance. Not a total bust? Question mark. So
no,
congrats on that, George.
I mean, it's not a total bust because you got a Badlands, but I mean, it's just like
George's sticker.
Just gonna do it again.
And spot 2 will go to Patrick H. Good luck. These are sealed a lot like the wrapper is like the mystery convention or mystery retail boosters. The way they open. All right, Patrick. Here we go. Circle of Protection White. Scathe Zombies. Flight. Cop Blue. Scrub Sprites. Dwarven Warriors. Spell Blast. Soulnet. Simulacrum. Animated Artifact. Volcanic Island. 2 packs, 2 dual lands. I'm not watching any of these be open, so I don't know how common it is to get a dual land, but that's 2 for 2, baby. Forest. Plains. It's a Spell Blast. And a Beast.
All right, so Volcanic price is going to be high, and the reason is because it's a dual land with blue. I'm going to get a buy it now, price plus shipping lowest first on eBay. So 3rd edition revised heavy play, $522.95. Volcanic, I don't know where it's going to shake out. I'm going to be monitoring all of these prices. Hard to tell. Maybe Volcanic ends up being worth half of the price. Maybe that is a break even. It's just not a tournament legal card. It really comes down to when you're spending $250, are you really going to not just save a little bit more and get the real thing? It's such a major purchase. Shout out again to our patrons who gave us all of these really fun suggestions. Next up, we have Bayrick, and Bayrick says, I would kickstart the new Elden Ring board game instead of buying proxies, Jake. Let's see if it is more worth it to kickstart the Elden Ring board game
Question mark?
Or open this pack.
Is that what we're doing here? Okay. I mean, Pearled Unicorn.
We're just skipping ahead.
Siren's Call. Wall of Swords. Abstanious Golem.
Meekstone.
Alright, Forest.
That was the rare.
Plains. Swamp. Okay, Spencer, you need some help here. What's this pack gonna be? A castle.
Okay, so that was Monster with. You would definitely want to go with kickstarting the new Elden Ring game. Absolutely no value in there. That would be just a $250 wash. Next up, we have Phoenix Kitten. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Says, I would go with the Kiev Infinity Dark, and it helps charity. Yeah, so this is a really sweet airbrush for like minifigures or I guess, you know, anything that you would need a airbrush for. Let's see if we go with the airbrush or this next pack.
Sheesh. Spencer, that one was rough, my guy. 2 out of 3 on dual lands.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 on duels.
Let's see if we make it 3 out of 4. Cop Green. Drain Life. Sea Serpent. Fire Breathing. Fog. Mons Goblin Raiders, Terror, Goblin Balloon Brigade, Gloom, Wall of Water, Drain Power, Mountain, Island, Forest, and it's a retro Badlands.
Okay, so same thing about the other Badlands. The dual lands are double the print run in this product. So I'm thinking these might shake out at like hundos. Just my thought. Maybe they come out at $100 a piece. Again, nothing on this channel is financial advice. I'm just speculating. It's going to be really fun to look back in a year and see, you know, what these cards did. Honestly, a monumental product to look back on as far as, you know, how the community felt about it. I mean, it made a lot of people bearish on the game. A product like this comes with a price, $250. I don't count this as a break even. We're going to count Power 9 as a break even. Maybe the Volcanic is a break even. I don't know.
Lands. So they make them in two different... Okay, I didn't realize this. They made them in two different borders.
This guy's just like, what is this product? I don't know. I'm just opening it. I just work here.
So we are 3 for 4 on duels. This has the retro border. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting.
It is, isn't it?
All right, and last pack here.
All right, so
Johnny.
for the last pack, my sister got in on one of these suggestions. I said, what would you buy for $250? And she said, well, for $250, I could get, you know, one of my favorite juices for $2.50. What if we went with 100 of those? So we'll go with 100 jars of apple juice.
Can we get some power? 3 dual lands out of 4 packs so far. Doesn't seem terrible. I guess it depends on what kind of value these actually hold. It's like a... I guess what I was trying to say earlier, these are like a mix of VIP.
But here's the thing. When you have a $1,000 cost basis, you have so much work to do before you're in the green. Just a massive amount of work to do.
And Old World Championship decks, because they do have...
And remember that Kid Icarus listing that we talked about on eBay? Take that with a grain of salt. We are in the pre-sale FOMO hype wave of this, where the only product openings we've seen mostly are Magic 30 openings from the people that went to Vegas with the VIP badge. So you really have to take all of this with a grain of salt. Any pre-sale price is just going to be highly inflated. That Wheel of Fortune, mark that. You saw it for 500. Let's see where it ends up.
Maybe that's what I was trying to get at. I'm just bamboozled by the whole scenario. Ironclaw Orcs, Soul Ring, cool card. Curse Land, Library of Ling, okay. Wall of Stone, Aspect of Wolf, Forest, Plains, Forest, and last hit here, Herloon.
Yikes. That was really, really bad. I think we would have gone with the 100 jars of juice.
Minotaur.
So that's a little bit more like what we were talking about and what we saw in last week's video. We saw 3 dual lands here. We saw no power in 5 packs. I would essentially right here count this as like, let's be generous. Let's say the Volcanic's worth $200 and the other 2 are worth $100 a piece, each of the Badlands. That is still an $850 loss. I promise you, you are lying to yourself if you think these commons and uncommons are going to be worth anything. You are lying to yourself. The tokens, though, ironically, they might have some value because they are actually usable. And they do feature really cool old iconic art. It's honestly pretty dated art, but it's still nice and it comes with some nostalgia. Shout out again to Cracking Packs MTG that always has early product. All right, so next up, we've got BlissfulBash MTG. BlissfulBash. We're going to be opening and or reacting to this opening here. So definitely go check out that channel. All of the channels featured in this video are going to be in the description of the video. So make sure to check that out if you're interested. So before we get into the packs, I said to Joel, you know, Joel, what would be your $250 purchase? I was like, we got to get the other half of the channel in here and get his input. And he says, I just moved to the woods and there is a lot of leaves to move and underbrush to clear out. And so what Joel ended up going with was the DeWalt 20-volt max string trimmer and leaf blower kit. Cordless battery and charger included. Amazon $268.32. Let's see if Joel should have gone with the kit to do yard work, or if you should have opened this pack. Let's see.
Give me a damn second here. What do we got going on? Yeah, that's what I thought. Give me some chill music in the background. Anyways, BlissfulBash MTG. You can hit the dislike button, the like button, subscribe, unsubscribe, hit the bell button, turn it off. Whatever you got to do that helps you sleep at night. We are opening this. There's no stopping it. Your opinion is your opinion. Everyone's entitled to it.
BlissfulBash, if you watch this reaction, let me know where you got the product.
And you can share it if you want in the description box, or sorry, in the comment section. In the description box is a link to the Facebook group and Patreon and a bunch of affiliate links, yada, yada, yada.
I feel the same way about saying all the Patreon and affiliate link stuff.
But here we go.
It just takes so long.
There is a pull tab. I saw somebody opening this, just tossing the packs like it's nobody's big deal. I am kind of nervous to open this straight up because I just have, Llanowar Elves is actually pretty dope. Fireball, Regeneration, Spell Blast, Ice Storm, Green Ward, Glasses of Urza. Okay, so.
Yeah, look at the art on that.
Here we go. Glasses of Urza, Shivan Dragon, a land, a forest, Phantasmal.
Shivan Dragon is really cool and iconic, but definitely good to go with the DeWalt yard work machine.
Forces and the treasure token. So yeah, there's right there. That's what you're gonna expect
God, I fucking love this guy.
out of these packs.
Nothing more. Just straight up, that is what you're gonna expect.
Nothing
God,
less.
I love it.
Probability.
Oh my God.
Power 9.
Before we get into this one, let's see what our next thing we're risking is. Let's go over here. Ben Grew says, or I think Ben Grew says, I was gonna say for $250 I'd get my favorite SNES JRPG. Who needs the box? Okay, so it's without the box, and this is a game called Lufia 2: Rise of the Sinistrals. SNES. Oh man, I remember when I got my first SNES. I was but a wee lad, and we had Super Mario World, and man, did we play the shit out of it.
Slim
All right,
down.
let's see if we're going with Lufia 2 or the pack.
It's just not quite there. Let's take a peek at the back. 30th anniversary edition packs. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to see what these are selling for and what you're expected to get. And it's Black Knight. Like, it's cool. Jade Monolith. Yeah, okay. Planes. Like, it's cool.
Please
it's
give
cool
him
to
something.
See.
No. Please give him anything. Shit. God, that was hard to watch. And I saw freaking Human Centipede 1, 2, and 3, and that was hard to watch.
Reverse damage. But, I mean, look at the stuff we're getting. Like,
Oh my God, BlissfulBash. If we're ever in the same area, I'm gonna go buy you a beer, at least.
come on. If you're grabbing this product expecting to hit, oh, yo, Power 9, Black Lotus, like, it's not there. It's not, the probability is not there. If you're really looking for that stuff out of this, like, you're gonna just go ahead
I love this guy. He's just saying it like it is.
and buy the single you want. But this is just not it.
And a reminder, it could happen again.
Again, I love you, Bash Fam. You guys are amazing. We've got a lot of supporters, a lot of patrons over the past 3 years. We've done a ton of giveaways, and here we are.
Oh shit, it's the Scrubland strikes again. Reminder, $200 for the real thing.
We got a Scrubland. Sweet. We hit a Scrubland. I appreciate that. That's cool. It's not worth much, but we hit a Scrubland. Yeah. So cool. We got a dual land that's absolutely...
Neo Zero says literally any cheap pit concert tickets to like Slipknot. All right, Slipknot tickets.
worth nothing. Scrubland. That is
All
what
right,
you
let's see
are
if this
going to
last pack
expect
is
out of
worth
these packs.
Slipknot
Straight
tickets.
up. Last pack.
Oh my God, BlissfulBash.
Underwhelming magic. Last pack, underwhelming magic. That's
Oh
what
my
you can
God.
expect.
Well, here's the thing. He came in here with the wrong attitude, and the Magic gods are punishing him because of it. But he punished himself instead of just locking in the $1,000 that he could have got from selling these bad boys.
At the very least, out of these packs. So yes, this
Come
is what
on,
we're here
give
for.
him
Just
something,
enchant,
please,
plague rats,
for the love of
red
fuck.
elemental blast,
Give him
war
anything.
mammoth, dwarven warriors, channel, karma, dragon whelp, willow wisp, and that's it. That's all you get. There is
$1,000 down the drain that could have at least gone into a slot machine. $110 bets on a slot machine and hope to hit a bonus on one of those. Then you're probably going to make a couple $1,000s. Not financial advice. Blissful Bash. Holy moly. Everybody, I want you to go at least hit Blissful Bash up with a subscription. I want at least 4 people to subscribe. 1 for each loss. Rest in peace, those packs. Well, if you want to watch money evaporate, definitely go check out that video. We are back at Packs for Purpose. Let's see what we're risking. Are we risking anything? All right, so Juniper said that $1,000 gaming rig. Wow, that last box that we opened on Blissful, that is just not where you want to be. Definitely would want to go with the gaming PC there. Let's just open this last pack. Let's just wager, I don't know, like a Nintendo Switch on it. But based on the title of this video, I'm going to guess that they probably hit something nice here. Power 9 strikes again. So they probably hit at least pack value in this. This is Packs for Purpose. Let's just watch this opening and then we have some final thoughts. All right, we're just skipping through.
Again, and these are gambles. Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. A Shatter.
They are definitely gambles.
And the original beta art there. Crawlworm. Boy, I remember when I played as a kid thinking this was like the best creature ever. I was like, yeah, 6/4. 6 mana for a 6/4. It was a giant freaking dragon looking thing, and I just got so excited for it. Gray Ogre. Pearled Unicorn. I know Soul Ring
So many jank 2/2s for 3.
can be a common in this slot as well. Steel Artifact. Soul Ring has, this is the first uncommon. Soul Ring has a superimposed version where the art is zoomed in common slot in this. That's the only difference they made. Singular Vampire. I thought that was a demonic tutor for a second there. When I saw black, that would have been cool. A Celestial Prism, and we are headed on to the rare. And we will see what we can get. It is a Taiga. All right.
All right, so no real value there.
All right, so we did not. This is a dual land. So let's see if we can get something. So Taiga's pretty neat to open, though. Here is a basic land slot with a forest. And then the next one after this island is going to be a retro land slot. And it doesn't have the tap symbol. It just says tap to add red. So that's kind of, you know, how they did a long time ago with those. They all said tap. They didn't have the tap symbol. Okay, so we are getting... Whoa!
Oh, I'm going to turn the volume down. I know what's going to happen here.
Oh! Wow! This is, I don't even know what to say, guys. Woo! Mox Ruby. That is the retro frame. This is what I was talking about.
Okay, so definitely like break even on the pack. We might look back and be like, wow, you know, that's 2 times pack price, 3 times pack price. You know, we don't even really know. And how much of these cards are going to be forced scarcity, where you're going to have people that are buying them up with the intention of raising the price, letting a few leak out to auction, bidding them up so that they look like they're more inflated in price than they actually are. We have to remember, you know, if someone's spending $1,000 for something, you know, 4 packs of cards that came out in 2022 that aren't even tournament legal, or are they going to go buy the actual thing? That's something that we can speculate on, but we don't really know what the card prices are going to do. Are they going to get soaked up? Is the market going to reject them? Are we going to get more of them in the future? There's so many unknown variables, and that's what was crazy about the reserve list back in the day, is the reserve list was established and it was this kind of like hedge against all of the future stuff that would be printed. You know, in today's modern era, you know, post Throne of Eldraine, you have so many variants now these days that it's just like, I mean, they could just do this again. Does that look cool to me? Sure, it looks great, but the purchase price is just so risky for something that isn't even the real deal, for something that could be done again. I know I seem like a total bear on this product, and I know a lot of the people that are watching after this are super bearish on it as well, and I know that it's shaken consumer confidence as well. We opened 10 packs total in the videos that we watched, and we pulled 1 single Power 9, and it was the Mox Ruby. Everything else, we just saw some dual lands. We saw the Scrub land pop up. This is the first time that we saw a Volcanic. This is the first blue dual land that we saw in this video. If you enjoyed this video, click like and subscribe. There will be more like it, and there will definitely be more 30th anniversary coverage to come if that's what you're into. I am Jake. This has been another episode of Jake and Joel Are Magic.